Hello everyone. We are at the Dubai Sustainability Jam 2015. The world is witnessing a problem, and it's not a small problem, it's a big problem. The entire Levant region has been uprooted. The Syrian refugees are taking the sea, they're taking the lands, they're taking anything that they can get across to. Their homes are left far behind. And we here at the Dubai Sustainability Jam would like to come up with something that is a solution to this problem. So welcome to Homes of Hope. Our idea comes from a very simple logic. These people have lost their homes and they have nowhere to stay. There is no roof on top of their heads. We need to come up with a solution that can be erected really fast, within a day's time. It can be transported in a very small shipment so that it can be available to them. And we need to come up with a solution that is capable of withstanding up to 6 months to 1 year of a human life spending time in it. So, this is what is the solution that we have. Temporary housing. Now, when we talk about temporary housing, we have come up with a very different kind of a concept. This concept is based on something that looks like this. If you know the Chinese fan, it is something that has a very small, you can put it in your pocket, but when you open it, it becomes something really big. It can be used for a lot of purposes. Our idea is to compress the whole wall of the tents, which can be erected into structures which can be stacked on one another so that they can be put inside boxes and shipped, and give a solution that can be used for n number of reasons. For example, a wall. For example, 4 walls. This temporary housing solution can have one room comprising of one wall, 4 walls, 4 walls, 4 walls, and it can be joined to form together an entire system. We had come up with several designs initially to maintain, to figure out how exactly would one person, how much of space would one person require to comfortably live in a modular sort of a dimension. Working upon that idea, we wanted to come up with something that could be recycled, that could be sustainable, that could be eco-friendly, and at the same time, the real question was how it should be done. The solution was that Chinese sort of a concept that we introduced to you. Now, if you look at these 4 points, these are the joints that come up for each wall. So one wall which you have opened up, the second wall opens up, the third wall opens up, the fourth wall opens up. If you want to cover it, you can use the same thing, open it up, cover it up. The same thing goes ahead over here, the same thing goes ahead over here, the same thing goes ahead over here, and you can cover it up. If you don't want something in between, you want it for 4 guys, a family of 4, mother, father, and the children, you can remove this and you can continue forming this one by one by one by one by one. As it goes ahead, there can be a lot of designs that can be worked out with this kind of a system. But the one that we have arrived at, which is the core design, is this. This is one example of an L-shaped solution. The person, the actual crisis area, whichever area is decided where this system has to be established, can work out with a sustainable design in that location. So, the real question comes now to what is it going to be made of? Now, there are several different things that can fall in this thing. So, suppose this is a pipeline where this thing is going to be produced. I would just like to tell you how it goes. The material that goes inside this goes to an assembly point. The assembly point is where your actual joints and stuff are going to be put together. So the assembly point is the main point of origin. Why? Because, for example, the need is in say an XYZ European country where, for example, bamboo is available in a good amount. So the base material for the side walls, which can be shown over here, this is a wall, this is one of the walls. This material can be a bamboo if bamboo is readily available in that kind of a location. So we'll use bamboo, supply it. They can be made assembled at this point over here. From this they move to the next step, that is the packaging in the containers. So now, because of the design's flexibility, this can be packaged in a very, very, very small container, or one container. The normal shipping container can take a huge quantity of these walls, which can be used in any form that they like. The final step is the dispatch logistics to the point of consumption. That's it. And this is where they actually form the designs. Now we have taken the pain of actually designing a scenario for you. What you're looking at right now is the open space. Now this open space has been walled with these walls. So you can have two parallel walls to make a strong one. You can have it covered. These are the guard rooms that have been erected. Each one has its own space. You can enter to the housing area which has been erected, and these are the housing areas. Now there is something special about this, because this is flexible. This gives you the flexibility to produce something that is like this, the prototype. This is basically a bathroom that you can see in the Legoland over here. These bathrooms are common for all these areas, and which can be accessible easily to everyone who is residing in this site. And so you can come back over here. The sanitation works underground, so the people who work here are the ones, the refugees who are going to stay, or whoever is in dire need in a disaster management sort of a situation, can work out how the sanitation work in the underground way. Now we also have something like a temporary structure to show you how the skeleton is going to look like for the basic room setup sort of a situation. So this skeleton is not covered, so that you can have an idea about how it is exactly going to look to you. The basic applications are huge. You can have external walls like you have seen in the city. You can have toilets, you can have roofs, you can have rooms, you can have houses which don't have a one-sided wall, so you can open this up and you can use it there. It can be easily taken ahead, and that would be the whole theme, the multiple application theme. So that's what we are doing over here. So what we have to say is this, that no matter what happens, there can be situations which are messed up, but you can always work around it and come back to the harmonious world, homes of hope. Thank you.